8 team versus Mercenarios here. Mercenarios running my favourite team comp of the entire tournament, running with Aratar on the carrying cooler, Fraser on the Great Holy to start, Legolas running on the light crossbow, Skuz running on the heavy mace, and Rampage running the most unique build I've seen on the Guardian armor, one-handed battle axe, and the demon helmet of the entire tournament. In my opinion, they just had such a great comp. The idea behind having the extra heavy smash, the damage reduction, and the healing reduction. On the 8 team, you've got Biceps running on the Clarent, V-Glen running on the Carrion to start with, normally on that Scythe, Lucy running the Great Arcane, the Enigmatic, Raikai running on the one-handed Holy, and Jub running on the Frost with the Druid Cow. Jub definitely the weaker, like the squishiest of the entire 8 team. Biceps gets really caught out with them sticky potions there, but Mercenaries blow so many. Aratar drops really low with the having to use the block and the Gigantify to survive, but Raikai just falls over. Not really sure what did that much damage to him. He really shouldn't have fallen over that quickly. Again, Rampage actually does a lot of damage with this, and the double armor shred, is so much damage. But Rampage and the Mercenarios just being able to shut down the damage from 8 team a lot. Like, they just put out so much damage, so much healing reduction as well. Like, Lucy's probably a very good counter using the Arcane, because obviously the Arcane isn't affected. But still, like, they do a lot of damage, and yeah, it's a really convincing win from them. Something I like from Skuz as well, we kind of saw it in that little clip there, Skuz runs the Druid Boots as well, so when he runs in to put pressure on the team, he uses the Druid Boots for the increased movement speed as well as the slow. Obviously that's a massive thing for them, like it does a lot to slow the entire enemy team down. But Mercenarios just holding that choke at the top, and I think it's a really smart idea. Fraser able to just sit back. V-Glen only hits one with the Morgana Raven and takes so much damage from the exploding shot. Biceps tries to put as much pressure as possible before going back, but really it just gets mitigated so quick. You see Skuz using that Druid Boots just to slow everyone down on that choke, and that's a really smart move of them. Biceps already having to pop the Gigantify potion. V-Glen putting a lot of pressure onto Legolas, who's already had to pop his Gigantify potion. Skuz is quite low for a tank, but he's fine. Rampage is again quite low. Like, the 2 tanks of Mercenarios taking a lot of damage here from being really over aggressive, but they're really safe. They've got so much damage reduction that they're fine. Rampage just really low here, and this is really like bad time for them. Obviously the demonic coming out from the 8 team to try and reduce the healing, but he does manage to get out of it and topped up by Fraser. We saw counter pressure there from Mercenarios onto the 8 team. Rampage so low still, but going full on aggression. 8 team just have to keep falling back to that Druid Cow just to keep themselves topped up. Mercenarios here able to put out so much damage and so much healing with that Holy Explosions, but Fraser on such low mana already that Mercenarios kind of have to capitalise and do something about it now, or 8 team are just going to be able to counter pressure so much. And we see Rampage using the Guardian armor just to try and reduce the damage he was taking there. Obviously that's a real big counter to the double melee 8 team. Skuz using the Druid Boots to try and slow people down and get the silence off onto V-Glen and Biceps to stop the pressure. Fraser hopping his team up and doing a really good job of it, but he's on less than 10% mana now. While 8 team's still really healthy, but we saw such a combo come out there. Legolas using that Sunder Shot, with Rampage using the Heavy Smash onto the exploding bolt, with the Q from the light crossbow, able to just insta-drop Raikai. Legolas does swap down as well, obviously having to burn everything into that kill, but Lucy's taking so much damage here. Rampage here using the Guardian Armor on all 4, stopping any counter damage coming out from 8 team. Lucy does fall down here. V-Glen trying to do what he can, but there's not much he can do. Biceps really low. Jub completely unable to help, really. He's got a little bit of mana, but just isn't able to put out enough damage to swap a kill onto anyone. V-Glen is like able to put out some damage onto Fraser, but is not going to be able to do too much. We do see Mercenarios having 2 tanks here, able to just peel if anything was to go wrong here with Avatar moving back. So again, a 2-0 sweep from Mercenarios, really convincing win towards the end. That wombo combo able to just instant burst a Clothy, and a really smart move from them.